In the dynamic realm of WWE, the organization's influence extends far beyond the bright lights of the TV cameras and the roar of the live audience. Behind the digital scenes of its video game franchise, WWE's assertive control over content and character portrayal reveals a meticulous, sometimes hardline approach to the brand management and public perception. These decisions, often controversial and decisive, highlight WWE's unwavering commitment to shaping its image not just on TV, but in the virtual wrestling universe as well. From ensuring brand consistency to reacting swiftly to real-world controversies, WWE's demands on game developers have led to significant changes in their video games over the years. These actions range from removal of specific wrestlers to altering the in-game language, underscore the company's dedication to maintaining a particular image and set values. In this video, we'll delve into the instances where WWE's demands have led to notable alterations in the game, offering a glimpse into the complex interplay between real-life events and virtual entertainment. Join us now as WrestleGamia looks at 9 times a WWE demanded content to be removed in WWE Games. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload a video. Now, as we journey through these 9 notable instances, we uncover the intricate balance WWE strikes between its public persona and the expectations of its fanbase, shedding light on the unseen battles that shape the virtual rings of WWE video games. Number 1. Removing released superstars. In the heyday of the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, WWE Games frequently underwent last-minute changes due to the release or departure of WWE superstars. This practice, presumably influenced by licensing costs and contractual obligations, led to the exclusion of several wrestlers from the games. During this era, the financial implications of including recently released wrestlers likely outweighed their in-game presence, prompting WWE to request their removal. The phenomenon of removing talent from games just before launch was a commonplace, reflecting the volatile nature of wrestling contracts and the dynamics of the WWE roster management. This practice wasn't just a creative decision, but also a financial one, as including a non-WWE wrestler could incur additional costs. However, the specific financial details behind these decisions were never fully disclosed, leaving fans and gamers to speculate on the true motives. In more recent years, the frequency of such removals has decreased. The shift can be attributed to the development of more complex and voiceover-heavy story modes, making it challenging to remove characters once integrated. Additionally, changes in how royalties for WWE games are structured may have influenced this trend, reducing the need for last-minute character removals. Number 2. Removing AEW Talent. The emergence of AEW in 2019 marked a significant shift in WWE's approach to game character rosters. WWE has been quick to demand the removal of any AEW talent from their games, aiming to clearly show the boundary between the two wrestling worlds. This policy, however, faced challenges, especially with 2K22 due to the significant number of WWE stars who have transitioned over to AEW. Despite WWE's stringent stance, the practicalities of game development sometimes made immediate removals difficult. The situation with 2K22 is a prime example where the volume of talent moving to AEW made it nearly impossible to fully comply with WWE's demands. Nonetheless, whenever feasible, the game developers have adhered to these requests, ensuring that AEWs do not feature in WWE games. Number 3. Removing the Ultimate Warrior. In 2003, WWE fans were abuzz with the prospect of the Ultimate Warrior joining the roster of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain as a WWE legend. However, due to a tumultuous relationship between WWE and the Ultimate Warrior, along with the undisclosed legal issues, this plan was abruptly scrapped. This decision to remove the Ultimate Warrior was likely communicated to THQ by WWE, citing the impossibility of his inclusion. A completed model of the Ultimate Warrior ready for the game had to be discarded, much to the disappointment of fans. This incident highlighted the complex and often strained relationship between WWE and its former stars. The exact nature of the legal challenges remain unclear, but it was sufficient for WWE to insist on his removal from the game. Number 4. Remove the Hogan DLC. The controversy surrounding Hulk Hogan in 2015 had a direct impact on WWE 2K15. Hogan, who was featured as a DLC character in the game, faced immediate action from WWE following the leak of his racist rants. The incident led to WWE to demand the removal of his DLC from all storefronts, an action that was swiftly executed in the summer of 2015. WWE's decision to erase Hogan from 2K15 extended beyond the game. He was scrubbed from TV shows, WWE Network mentions, merchandise, and other products, reflecting the WWE zero-tolerance policy towards such behavior. The removal of Hogan's DLC marked a significant moment in WWE's history, showcasing the company's willingness to take drastic action even within the gaming world. This incident also highlighted the evolving nature of content management in video games, where digital platforms allowed for quick modifications in response to real-world events. Hogan's return in 2K20 as a DLC character signaled a reconciliation, but the 2015 incident remains a stark reminder of the impact and personal conduct on professional endeavors. 5. Use of certain words. The language used in WWE Games is closely monitored, mirroring the policies for WWE TV. Former director and writer of Road to WrestleMania Justin Leeper has revealed the strict guidelines governing script writing for WWE Games. Words commonly used in wrestling vocabulary like belt, wrestling, and even The Undertaker were subjected to scrutiny and often replaced to align with WWE's branding strategy. For instance, belt would be changed to championship title and wrestling to sports entertainment. Even the iconic name The Undertaker was to be used without the definitive article "the." These changes dictated by WWE officials were non-negotiable and had to be adhered to in the game's scripts. This control over language underscores WWE's efforts to maintain a consistent brand image across all platforms. It reflects the organization's attention to detail and its influence over how wrestling is presented to be public even in a virtual environment. Number 6. A Miz Road to WrestleMania in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. In SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, a planned Road to WrestleMania story featuring The Miz was scrapped by WWE. According to Justin Leeper, the script for The Miz's storyline, which included a rivalry with John Morrison and an appearance by Marty Jannetty, was fully developed before WWE intervened. The story was going to be unique, focusing on mid-card titles with The Miz as the US champ and Morrison as the Intercontinental champion. The climax was set to be a unification match at WrestleMania. However, WWE's decision to cancel this storyline meant that SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 featured only 5 Road to WrestleMania modes, one less than its predecessors. This incident highlights the control of WWE exerts over game content even at the advanced stages of development. The reason behind the cancellation remains speculative, but it points to WWE's meticulous planning and perhaps a change in direction for the game's narratives. The scrap Miz Road to WrestleMania mode is a reminder of the what-ifs in WWE gaming history. Number 7. Intergender Wrestling. The transition of WWE to a PG rating had a significant ripple effect on its video game content, particularly concerning intergender wrestling. Starting with SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, WWE demanded the removal of intergender wrestling matches from their games, aligning with the company's broader shift towards family-friendly content. This decision marked a departure from earlier titles where intergender matches were a staple feature. The elimination of intergender wrestling from WWE Games was a reflection of the changing landscape of the sport and entertainment industry, where sensitivity to gender portrayals and concerns about violence between different genders took precedence. This shift was not with its critics, as some fans and gamers saw it as a step back from the inclusivity and diversity that wrestling could offer. WWE's decision underscored their commitment to adapting their product to meeting evolving cultural norms and audience expectations. While it limited the scope of gameplay options, it also highlighted WWE's efforts to maintain a responsible and respected portrayal of its performers, both male and female, in line with its PG ethos. Number 8. Benoit Content within SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Following the tragic events involving Chris Benoit in 2007, WWE took immediate and decisive action regarding its presence in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. They demanded the complete removal of all content related to Benoit from the game. This directive was comprehensive, encompassing his moves, taunts, entrance motions, and any other reference. The removal of Benoit's content from the game was a part of WWE's broader effort to distance itself from the wrestler following the incident. It was a stark reminder of how real-life events can profoundly impact the world of entertainment and gaming. The elimination of the crossface submission move, a signature of Benoit, from the game altogether, was particularly notable. This action by WWE was a clear statement about the company's stance on the matter and its sensitivity to the implications of including Benoit in its product offerings. It was a decision rooted in respect for the victims and the gravity of the situation, reflecting WWE's commitment to ethical considerations beyond the ring and screen. And number 9. Choking spots. Another significant change brought by WWE's PG era was the removal of choking spots using weapons in their video games. This directive was part of a broader policy banning moves that including choking with cables, ropes, or other objects in an effort to maintain a family-friendly image. The change was first implemented in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 and marked a significant shift in the portrayal of in-ring action. The ban on choking spots was a response to growing concerns about the portrayal of violence and its impact on younger viewers. WWE's decision to remove these elements from their games was in line with their efforts to create a product that was suitable for all ages, reflecting a conscious move towards a more sanitized version of wrestling entertainment. There you have it, folks. 9 times WWE demanded content to be removed in WWE video games. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.